where the breathing is easy, the living is good. Out in the great outdoors.
Larry Smith Outdoors is brought to you by Warrior Boats, Vortex, Tub Hotels, Leroy's Meats, Bartline Barrels, Magic Products, Power Sports Company, Mike's Country Meats, Baronet Blinds, Drexel Building Supply, River's Edge Tree Stands, and the MRD Group.
Out in the great outdoors.
Hey everybody, we're here at the AIM Championship on Lake Koshkonong here in Wisconsin with our good friend Denny Fox, the one and only leader of the AIM Tournament Series. Hey, I'll tell you, Denny, you are an incredible guy. I'll tell you, I cannot believe that you guys are doing more series now, huh?
Well, you know, we got to grow sooner or later because, you know, CRR is the future of all fishing. AIM started in 2008. 77 industry leaders came together to start AIM for a better way of doing fishing tournaments. And that was catch, record, and release. You know, in 2008, nobody else was doing it, Larry. We're very proud about what we've done for the industry.
And you should
be. And conservation.
And that's really what it's all about. Hey, I'll tell you what, Denny, if people want to learn more about maybe coming and fishing some of the AIM tournaments, let's tell them how they can check it out.
Well, you can check us out at www.aimfishing.com. You can go to our Facebook page, which is AIM Pro Walleye Series. You'll be able to follow us along at each one of the tournaments. You'll get all the information on our website. And if there's something that still confuses you, my number's on the website.
These guys have qualified for this championship. Let's tell everybody how that all plays out and really a chance of winning the new Warrior V193. I'll tell you, this is one heck of a prize.
Yeah, and that's a really good way to put it. So what AIM has done is they've built different divisions. North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and our newest one this year called the Rivers Division. Each one of them divisions, 10 teams qualified from the previous year in order to be able to be here today on Lake Koshkonong for a shot at that $100,000 Warrior boat package.
That's pretty interesting, I'll tell you that. What a thing to fish for, huh?
You know, can I? No. I want a spot. Kent from Warrior Boats keeps saying, no, Denny, stay in the rear with the gear.
You got plenty of work to do, my friend.
Right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Denny, thank you again for everything. Hang on to your hineys, everybody.
Tyler Miller, my dad Todd Miller. We qualified through Wisconsin through the state championship. I think we took second place there last year. A ton of walleyes, a lot of 14 to 17 inchers. Just got to find the 20 to 23 inchers, and we've been fortunate enough to find enough of them. So hopefully we can find them today. Wednesday and Thursday I was gone pre-fishing for another event. And so Dad handled it then and did well, so we're just hoping to go off of that.
Hey guys, Justin Schneider, Randy Pfeiffer, boat number 5 out of Wisconsin. Here on the Rock River Koshkonong for the shootout. Having fun, huh, Randy?
Absolutely.
Got 3 on the card, one good one. Two 18 and a half, 18 3/4. We're looking for all 20s today. It's been a challenge to get those 20-inch fish. We got one already. Hoping for 4 more bites. We might have one going right now. It's a good spot that AIM picked because we've caught fish trolling, we've caught fish jigging. The fishery seems healthy. You can catch lots of fish doing just about any tactics. So the North Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin guys can kind of all fish to their strengths. So it's really going to be a to live up to its name, a good shootout. I think you're gonna need all 20 inches or better to win this thing, and we got one right now. Got a lot of day left. Optimistic. Yeah, so we're actually using the same rods Larry Smith used. We're using Mag's custom rods. We're using the 7-foot light, moderate, fast. We don't want these walleyes to feel us. We want to be able to drop back. Got a real limber tip on these rods, basically panfish rods, and using monofilament lines, so when you feel that bite, you can drop back to him before he feels you. So Mag's custom rods, absolutely love them.
I have Erdman and Hurst here from Wisconsin. As you see, they're just flipping them in. That's how good they're catching them this morning. We're going to end up dumping Noah in the boat here. They're going to go out and do some trolling and see what they can put together. So far this morning, we're at 9:30 in the morning, and there is a ton of fish getting caught out of this system. I mean, I can't believe how many fish are getting caught out of how small of a system it is, but it's a very fertile system. It's been awesome watching everybody catching fish, and we look forward to showing you what's going to happen throughout the rest of this tournament. I just heard a drag again.
Jim Erdman and Jeremy Hurst. We're team number 8 from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, both of us. Jeremy and I have been fishing together since kindergarten, so we fish the AIM series together, and we qualified in the championship. We were 3rd place in the championship last year. Been catching a lot of fish, a lot of numbers, picking a good one here and there, and just trying to put some programs together that we can look for some 20 inchers.
I'm Nate Wolski. This is Tom Wynn, team number 22 from the USA of America, Minnesota actually. Anyway, out here fishing Lake Koshkonong, having a blast.
It was tough. We chose, we could either troll or you know, do what we're doing here, and I just feel that just stick with my strength, even though this place is full of, you know, thousands and thousands of carp, drum. You know, train our eyes to know what we're seeing down there. We're hoping that it's enough to pay off. It's a frustrating way to fish. I'm happy with our start for today for sure. We had a limit within about 10 minutes, which is crazy. This whole practice, it was never like that, but I located stretch. It must be like old river bottom because there's a high concentration of old tree stumps, either shell beds or gravel down there that I found on side imaging. And so that's where we started this morning. It's not a very big spot, but we will keep going back there because I think those fish kind of replenish there as the sun gets high. They just like to sit around that hard bottom. So the AIM series has been really good to us. We've only been fishing it since 2020, and in 2020 we've picked up 2 random ones. So we only fished 2. We didn't get to qualify for anything, but that's what put us on this path. It forces you to learn, and for the good, you know, we're very thankful, very blessed for the start we've had in AIM that we did have, and because that just kept pushing us to go farther. And this is going to be our last season fishing the full AIM circuit, just for time constraints and going to fish another tour.
So I go, Noah, you didn't. Right, Noah?
All right, so that mark right there, 25 feet. I've been studying these marks for up towards a week now. And I've got my settings on here where it would drive most people nuts because I want to see everything and I want to see the fish's reaction. See that reaction? That's what we want. There was a drum right next to him. But then to determine what kind of fish, there's so many river fish in here, so many drum. Good mark coming up here. I don't think he's a walleye because he's with another fish there, but those other fish are leaving him. So no, I don't need it, Nate.
Okay.
Vertical jig in 4 feet of water.
Big, small?
Larry Smith ain't gonna ever want to have us on TV. We can paint this like a skunk.
So we've just been kind of back and forth, just trying to find them. And we were using live scope. We found kind of a little pod where they've been staging a little bit, and there's not a lot of boat traffic. So once they've staged in this little spot, we just anchor up and we're just trying to pick them off. And they're traveling back and forth through there, but they seem to funnel right through this little tiny area, and they're coming in waves. So we'll sit here and we might go 8, 10, 15 casts in a row catching them, and then you'll watch them swim off, whatever. So we're not necessarily using the live scope right now to cast on a specific fish. We just know that the funnel is right out here until about 12, 1 o'clock. So we're just picking them off left and right. And once it dies down, we'll move around, use the live scope to find another pod of fish where they're staging behind, on the backside of some rocks or some clam beds or something, and then we'll set up again and just keep casting until we get the active fish and then move on.
Hey, we got Phil Peterson here.
Justin Osterbauer.
So our strategy today is basically we're just running spinners and running planer boards, and seems to be working. Started out real slow for us. We picked up some right off the bat, and then we had a dry period, and it started getting a lot better after that, and switched some areas and rotated a little bit, and we found fish. So catching about all the farm animals you could think of, catfish, dogfish. So it's been pretty exciting catching some variety.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Hey everybody, we're here with Kent Anderson, the national sales rep for Warrior Boats. Hey Kent, how's it going today?
How you doing?
Hey, let's talk about why you guys participate in the AIM tournaments. And this is the prize today for the championship, is this brand new 193. What an awesome boat. But there's got to be a reason why Warrior's involved with this.
It's the most conservation-based tournament circuit out there. So many tournaments show up to a body of water, and always the target in a tournament is to catch big fish. Well, with AIM, those big fish don't have to take a 100-mile boat ride. They don't have to be handled, don't have to go across stage, taken in and out of the water several times. They get taken out of the water, unhooked, processed, and released right back to their home. And, with all of us at Warrior, loving the outdoors and fishing, I got a son of my own, Jacob, and there's nothing better than to be able to have these fisheries for the future.
Preserving the future.
Absolutely.
Right.
And everybody can enjoy them. So we get out on the water and see what
Let's go
everyone's
do
doing.
it. All right, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Let's
Hey
go do
guys,
it.
hang on to your hineys. We'll be back.
Morning everybody, Mike Casper.
AJ Schmidt.
We're sitting here on day 2 at the AIM shootout here on Lake Koshkonong Rock River. We put a pretty good bag together yesterday. It's going to be tough to duplicate. We're hoping we can just play the law averages and put 5 good fish in the cart and make it a good day. But we are going to have a few other obstacles today because there's going to be a lot more boats out on the water as well.
It's Matt Liebel and Tori Hill. We're Team 29 from North Dakota. We're sitting in 3rd place, or tied for 3rd actually, after day 1, and had a really good day. Didn't get that big kicker fish that we were looking for. We got a few in practice, so hopefully today we can go find one of those fish, and we're going to go put a lot of bait in front of a lot of fish and hopefully get the right ones to bite, because that's been our program all week, is just catch as many as you can and find that pod of bigger fish and hammer those if we can.
Okay, Evan Rosemore, partner Steven Rosemore. We are boat 13, qualified out of the Minnesota. We're sitting in 3rd place after day 1, tied for 3rd. Yesterday was by far the best day we've had out here. So essentially we just ground out our best spots and stayed there all day. We've got about 3 pods of fish we're working and some few scattered fish in between the 3 pods. So just gonna go grind it out again today and hope for the best.
Ross Grothy and Roger Grothy, and we're team number 11, and we're from North Dakota division. We're currently in 2nd place. We went out with a mindset to try to do the best we possibly could do and capitalize on every opportunity, and we ended up getting a couple of key bites. Roger had a 27 1/4 yesterday, which was the big fish of the day, and it's a new day. It's day 2, and we're going to make the best of it.
It's 7 o'clock and it's time to rock field. Let's start with boat number 30 right out front out of Wisconsin. We got Kurt Stam and Adam Halder. It's Dylan Mackley and Joe Brecco. Number 12.
They're going out in second place. Killer Warrior boat. Boat number 5. Team number 18, Randy Harwood and RJ Harwood. The day actually started out pretty good. We probably put 14 pounds on the card in 1 hour. Upgraded a few since then, and same with the rest of these boats out here. We're looking for that one big one.
We just changed over to spinners, trying to get a big bite.
As soon as it gets to this time of the day, it just kind of shuts down. We've been running cranks most of the day, and now we just switched over to harnesses and hope that this is answer. Oh! You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
All right, we're about midday. It's a little afternoon, so a little past midday. We're out here in the basin right now. So everybody in the top 10 just about is out here. There's 3 teams that aren't out here in the top 10. We started with them in this morning down in the river. We'll probably wrap it up at the end of the day and we'll shoot back in there and see how those guys are doing. But right now, the fish are on fire. The temperature's getting hotter. Stay tuned. Let's see how this tournament shakes out.
I'm not too concerned about the shallow water. The heat is definitely not helping. We fish a lot of shallow water basically everywhere we go, so the shallowness doesn't really concern us, but it's definitely the heat and the no wind for days. I think everybody was out on the lake yesterday and they really put a hurting on these fish. I mean, everybody was catching tons and tons of fish, so the bite's a little harder. It's a smaller system, so I don't think there's quite as many fish in the system. I mean, there's clearly a ton of them, but I'm wondering if a lot of the guys caught a lot of them yesterday, so.
Yeah, we'll find out at Wayne, I guess. That or we're just having a bad day. You got it.
Yes, yes, yes.
We just pulled back up into the Rock River to wrap up the on-the-water coverage of the 2023 Warrior Boats AIM National Championship. There's 3 boats that have been in here all 3 days. They didn't have to burn much gas. Takeoff is right behind us at the Island Bar and Grill. And I tell you what, Grothy's no beginner to this, and if he's still in here, he's been catching fish. These guys are here. It's gonna be interesting to see how this shakes out. Stay tuned for the weigh-ins.
I guide pretty much over 300 days a year, and the people that I bring into my boat aren't just customers and friends, they're actually family. And I always try to keep these people as comfortable as I can and safe, and I cannot think of a better product than a Warrior boat. Why is their customer service so good? Because they know that you're part of their family. Come join the Warrior family.
Oh, there's one.
Oh, there we go. The old silver minnow.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that thing. I love it.
The old Shiba minnow.
Oh, what do I got now? I got another species, yeah! Absolutely great products. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Leroy lunchtime. We're actually here at Leroy Meats in Fox Lake today, and we're gonna check out what their daily special is. So come on along with us.
All right, we just got the boat back on the trailer. Lake Koshkonong, Rock River's probably not the cleanest place, but it's no match for the Totals. Let's get this sucker cleaned up.
Walleye Series. For all of our friends and family out there, thank you for coming out.
Everybody, I want to thank everybody for coming. But first off, let's give these anglers a big round of applause. What I've seen out there the last 2 days was nothing short of unbelievable.
And just being up here competing at this level with my son.
With your son. Isn't that so cool?
Well, we started out in the morning pulling crankbaits because the bite was hot in the morning. So we had, I don't know, by 8:30 I think we had over 14.5 pounds.
A 22 3/4. Uh-oh. Did they have the kicker? They had a 24 3/4 inch fish to anchor the basket. This basket today weighed 21.39 pounds of fish with 38.70 pounds of fish. Here are your new national champions, RJ and Randy Harper. Why don't you guys go with Kent? Go on over to your new Warrior boat over there. Go check it out.
Hey Kent, I'll tell you what, unbelievable tournament here on Lake Koshkonong. You know, and kind of the cool part is, I know these guys real well. They're from my hometown. I see them fishing all the time. These guys are so passionate about tournament fishing. It's very cool to see this win here for sure.
Absolutely, I fished against RJ many years in the NWT. It's awesome to always run into him, always got along with him good, always one of the great guys. Couldn't be happier than watching these guys win this tournament and the amount of fish they put over the boat and just grind. Tell you what, this is a grinder bite, and I know this guy right here, and I'm sure his dad's no different. They are grinders.
So let's talk about, what do you think you guys did that was different than some of the other teams?
Well, right away in the morning, there was a good bite window, so we would pull crankbaits, and you know, like the first 2 passes, we would put a lot of fish in the boat. Like today, by 8:30, 8:15, we had over 14 pounds.
Holy cats.
So then as the day went on, the bite slowed down and we would switch over to spinners. But I think with the water heating up in the high sun, I mean, we're only fishing 4 feet of water.
Right, there's not much out there.
So we would put spinners on, and that's where we got our big fish on.
Was it worth it?
Oh my God, you guys, this is awesome. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to you guys. I'll tell you what. Hey everybody, again, you know what, we want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service that they have given this country and continue to give this country, along with all of our fighters and paramedics, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents for the great service they also give this country. Hey, no doubt it is a great day to be alive, and the best part is we're going to see you guys and gals again next week, and thanks for joining us.
We want that dog. All right, we came back up in the river to wrap up the on-the-water coverage of the 2023, not 2023. Now I'm like Larry Smith.